Do you love it? This is my day. I'm just keeping it real with you guys today. Let me tell you, I mean, I have a zip patch on my face, no makeup, my hair is dirty, and I'm wearing my pajamas. Yeah, that's where we're at today. Hi. I wanted to come live at you guys yesterday, but life got a little crazy. We were expecting a snowstorm, and we're like sitting on the couch. We woke up and there like was a little sleet, like nothing crazy, and we're like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Like, this, no big deal. We're good. It's gonna be nothing. And then the snow started getting a little bit heavier, and we're like, oh, it's starting to stick to the ground. Like, that's interesting. And then it's like getting heavier, and it's like really piling up, and we're like, oh, okay. And then we hear this big crack, and I look out the window, and it looks like an avalanche of snow is coming down. Oh no, it's just a tree in our neighbor's backyard that we back up to, snapping and falling into our yard. And I was like, then our power's flashing. Then the power goes out completely, and we're like, oh, okay, what do we do? Because the snow's still coming. We got like a foot of snow. Trees are snapping everywhere. We have no power. And we're like, do we like hang out? And like literally the second our power went out, the heat is just like sucked out of our house. So it got cold so fast. Hey Anna, I apologize, but this is real life right now. So we went to my in-laws, and they live about 20 minutes away. It took us about an hour to get there, but they had power and everything. It wasn't as bad, even 20 minutes. Like, I live in a very wooded area, and I love that until yesterday. So we jump in the car, we go to leave, and then we realize we have no power and we can't get out of our garage. So my husband has to like unhook it, manually open the garage. Then we go to back out, and there's trees in our driveway. And we're like, oh. So he gets out, he's moving the trees out of the driveway. Get out of the garage, jumps out of the car, has to go back inside, pull the garage down manually to shut it, goes out the front door, blah, blah, blah. So we're leaving, and like, when I say it was like a snow apocalypse, it was like a snow apocalypse. Our development is on like a U, and they call it the parkway, and there's one lane one way and one lane the other way. It's a big U. So we're going out, and there's trees down everywhere. The traffic coming towards us is completely backed up because there's a tree across the lane and people can't go anywhere. And then there's these two SUVs in front of us, and I have a Jeep, so we were fine. But like it was like we were racing to get out of the development and taking all these like shortcuts to get around trees, and it was just wild. And as we're like doing this, the parkway, there's trees that like surround the road. So there's snow falling on us, and the snow is so heavy, and we're like freaking out because we're like, is this snow or are there trees coming down us? And we're looking down the side streets, and we can see trees just falling, snapping and falling. We're like, oh my God, this is crazy. We get to the main parkway in Marlton where I live. The one side's completely blocked off, trees down, can't go anywhere. We finally get to like a main road, get going, and like, it was just wild. Like, people in cars could not get anywhere. And like, we're not like in Georgia where it never snows. Like, we get a decent amount of snow. We know what we're doing for the most part. But like, this was insane, like just wild. So then we get within like 5 minutes of my in-laws. And at that point, there's barely anything on the roads. We're on a main highway. And we had been so fine up to that point, and all of a sudden, the back of the Jeep starts sliding out, and first of all, the back slid out this way, and then it slid out this way, and we're on Route 70, which is a major highway, and the median's to our left, and I was like, ah, like, I panicked. I thought we were getting into an accident because the whole car went like fishtailing everywhere, and like, thankfully we're getting the kids from the back like, oh my God, I'm like, we're like 5 minutes. We made it through the snowpocalypse, and this one little patch of snow threw us in a tailspin. We got to my in-laws' house, and the boys are thrilled because Mike's mom like spoils the crap out of them. So like we get there, and she's like, you hungry? his mom and his grandmom. We got two abuelas cooking for us, everything under the sun. We're playing cards and everything. So it ended up being like a really fun night, being snowed in. And then when we woke up this morning, we found out that our power was back on. So we came home, and like I said, coming back home, the roads were all cleared, but like there's trees everywhere. Like it's wild. I've never seen anything like it. And we pull in to our house, and there's branches, and we clear, and we get in the house, the power's on. We look in the backyard, another tree came down, crashed through our fence, and our grill is like completely dented in. So if you saw my Instagram story, we have like 2 giant trees down and all kinds of wild. It's crazy, like crazy. So our neighbors behind us are like they out there with the chainsaw cutting up trees and stuff. We're like, you want to take care of this? Because we don't even have a chainsaw. Like, what the heck? But it was wild. And like we were thinking that it was going to be a fluke of a storm, because they were saying 8 to 16 inches, then it was 2 to 4, then it was 6 to 10. And where I am, we got over a foot. And like I said, compared to where my in-laws are 20 minutes away, like we got substantially more. Like it was a completely different world at our house than it was by them. And some of our friends in Medford don't have power or water, and they're not going to get it back until Saturday. So it was quite the storm. And then we're getting more snow on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm like, but yeah, so we like today, because I was panicking when the power went out the most, because I was like, I don't have Wi-Fi. What am I going to do? Because I was in the middle of like a lot of work, and then everything cut out. And I'm like, of course, no Wi-Fi, of course. So I'm trying to catch up on everything today, and the boys were out shoveling. But I wanted to come at you guys today because we do have a funeral all day tomorrow. A family friend of ours passed away, so we'll be there all day tomorrow. So I won't be able to chat with you guys tomorrow. But I wanted to come and say hello. I wanted to talk about The Bachelor, if anybody's not sick of talking about it yet, because I didn't get to talk to you about it yesterday. But I just want to say a few words. Number one, Ari's literally the worst. Like, I didn't like him from the get-go. First of all, I couldn't stand how Crystal talked, but Ari, like, talks just like her. Like, when he's hugging them, he's like, I love you. I'm like, ugh. He's so gross. He's so gross. He's literally the worst ever. And then the whole, oh, we're showing it unedited in real time. I'm like, that was torture. I didn't want it. I wanted you to edit that. That's how awful that was. And I feel like once he went outside, they like sent him back in because she wasn't giving the reaction that they wanted. But I feel like she was trying to have a little dignity and not look like a total fool on national television while they arranged this whole disaster. But I was just like, this is insane. Like, it was so stupid. And then the whole thing was just, I'm like, one, I don't understand why I watched The Bachelor. When Mike was in Israel in September, there was nothing on TV, so I was watching Bachelor in Paradise because it was like the only thing on, and I like binge watched the whole season. So then when it came on, I was like, you know what, let's watch it. Why not? He got into it too. And then we were watching it the other night. I was like, bye. This is terrible. This is like the worst thing ever. But if you are looking for a show to watch, because I don't want to talk about Bachelor anymore because it's so stupid. If you are looking for a show to watch, we binge watched 7 Seconds on Netflix last weekend, and it is so good. Like, we watched it in 2 nights. There's 10 episodes. They're an hour each. It's about like crooked cops up in Jersey City. I don't want to tell you too much, but there's a lot of like race issues in it and stuff like that, and it's very like modern and very fitting for our society. But it was such a good show. It was so well written. The filming of it was excellent. Like everything. It was so good. Like so good. So I highly recommend watching that. We need a new show to watch now though, because our problem is we find a show, we love it, we binge watch it, and then we have nothing. And we're like, what do we watch now? So if you guys have any shows you're watching lately that you're loving, please share them with me. We have Netflix, we have Amazon Video, we have Showtime. I'm like 2 behind on Homeland, so I have to watch those 2. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I was just like, you know what? I'm coming at you guys with the zip patch and everything. I don't even care. And that's how my life has been the past 24 hours. Yes, they are perfect for each other. I started that yesterday. Yeah, it's so good, Jackie. So good. Like, The first 2 episodes are kind of slow because they're laying a lot of groundwork for the story. But once it gets moving, like, that show is so good. But yeah, send me your show recommendations. The Blacklist. Mike used to watch The Blacklist. He does not watch it anymore. So I don't know how far he got into that. And I don't know how many seasons there is of that. Part of why, other than the last 24 hours being absolute and total chaos, of why I came barefaced, greasy-haired in my pajamas with you guys is because it's International Women's Day. I'm sure you heard that. And I'm excited because I'm a woman. I'm excited because I love cheering on other women and showing the real us. I know sometimes I may have my makeup all done, all dressed, my ring light, my photos edited, whatever, because I like to look pretty too. But sometimes you just gotta come at you real. And Stella and Dot partnered with this all-women project where our new campaign, every picture that they're showing is completely unedited, no Photoshop, real women, like no nonsense, which I love. Like, I think that's amazing. Like, it makes me so much prouder to be part of the company. But I just wanted to share with you guys just something that's been on my heart lately. And I'm still reading Year of Yes. I have like 50 pages left, but it's so good. And the things that she shares are so good. And she was talking about something where she was at an awards ceremony and she was getting an award, but it was like a women in the industry thing. And every woman that received an award was like, either like put their face down or was like, no, it's not me. Like, no one genuinely just stopped and said, thank you. Like, I worked hard. I did this, I did that, and it was worth it, and thank you. And she talks about how, like, even when you receive a compliment, everyone's always like, oh, well, it's not me, or oh, it's the makeup, or oh, it's this, oh, it's that. Like, just say thank you. Like, don't be ashamed of who you are. If you're successful in your business, it's because you worked hard, you made sacrifices, you did everything you had to do, and you earned that. So when someone congratulates you, don't talk yourself down. Don't be self-deprecating. Like, say thank you. Like, you deserve that compliment. If you're killing it as a mom, your kids are succeeding in school, like whatever whatever the scenario is, when someone compliments you and tells you you're doing a great job or you look great or this or that or whatever, say thank you. Be proud of that because you put something into that. And we as women, I feel like we're so quick to be like, no, it's fine. So even when someone's like, oh, this, I look for the negative to be like, oh yeah, but blah, blah, blah. Like, I do video announcements at church every Sunday. Like, Mike films them, blah, blah. And and I try to be myself and I try to be kind of cheesy, like to make them fun and exciting or whatever. But every Sunday afterwards, people come to me, I love your video, da da da. I'll be like, yeah, but did you see how much I blink? Like, stop. Just say thank you. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you've done. Be proud of everything you do. And I feel like we have such a hard time as women doing that. If you have a successful man and they say, blah, 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 like he does this, he does that, da, da. The guy's like, yeah, I do, thanks. Like, they're not afraid to say that. So why as women are we so ashamed to take sincere thanks for the things that we do and succeed in every day? So that is my encouragement to you guys today. So the next time someone compliments you, just say thank you. It's so easy. And if you see someone doing well as well, cheer them on. Like, I've talked about this before. As women, we should really have each other's backs. We should be cheering each other along. We should be rooting for each other. We should not be tearing each other down. If you see someone that earned something or did something great or is going through a hard time, give them encouragement. Like, they need that more than anything. You know that. Like, when someone pats you on the back, you feel so great when that happens. I love hearing compliments. Just like anybody else, we just need to learn how to take them too. As much as we need to learn how to take them, we should give them, and we should just support each other because it's definitely a great day for that. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I try to keep it real. But that was my spiel for today. Other than that, I'm working on some blog posts for you guys. I had one that was supposed to go up yesterday with my favorite stores to shop at and what I get at each one, like what my go-to is for each store, as far as being an over 30 woman or mom, because a lot of times women are like, oh, well, I'm a mom or I'm in my 30s, like I just throw on whatever. Like, no, be proud of who you are and take some time to make yourself look good. You deserve it. Just because your mom doesn't mean you need to sacrifice feeling and looking good about yourself. So I'm putting that together. I'm hoping to have it live for you today, but I'm also putting together the Friday 5 for tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. The Erin Condren giveaway is still going on. If you go over to the website, you can enter the raffle for the $75 gift card to Erin Condren. If you don't know who Erin Condren is, she makes these incredible life planners that are personalized and they're awesome, and all kinds of other stuff if you're not a planner person, but you'll get a $75 gift card, and that ends tomorrow night. Our March, our March style drop hit today. That like straw tote with the flower print on it is going really quickly. The getaway bag is actually not going to be in until I believe the 10th. And the off-the-shoulder top is not going to be until the 10th either. They got delayed shipments because of the crazy storm. So once those are available, I'll let you guys know. But that like flowered straw bag is selling quickly, and it's a seasonal style, so it'll go out once it's sold out. And then other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Hey, Chelsea. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I have. So like I said, be proud of who you are. When someone compliments you, say thank you. Give someone else encouragement, and just let's keep on patting each other on it. Let's keep on patting each other on the back and building each other up instead of knocking each other down, because you're a woman and you should be proud of that. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going back to the couch to finish my work with my greasy hair, my zip patch, and my pajamas that I wore last night to bed. Yup, keeping it real. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Have the best Thursday.